my friend, if you are struggling with life's stickier issues, want to grow in your relationship with God and become everything you were created to be, then you are in the right place. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Kris Reece, and if this sounds like something you can benefit from, go ahead and click the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss a thing. Today, we're going to talk about how to set biblical boundaries with difficult people. We all have at least one difficult person in our lives. You know, that one person who presses your buttons and then leaves you feeling like you're the problem. Maybe it's your sister-in-law who's got certain ideas about how you're supposed to behave, and when you don't meet her expectations, she goes right to your husband. And it takes a toll on you emotionally and puts a strain on your marriage when all you're trying to do is just be yourself. Or perhaps your difficult person is your own mother, who uses Scripture to manipulate you into behaving a way that pleases her, but leaves you feeling like an abused 5-year-old. All you want to do is love your mother, but live your life. Look, perhaps your difficult person is a boss, a friend, or maybe even your own child. So what do you do when walking away is not an option? Well, you protect yourself by setting boundaries. And I am always surprised to see the number of Christians who feel bad about setting boundaries with people, even for bad behavior. Yes, setting boundaries can be uncomfortable, especially if you've never done it before. But I want you to take this opportunity to thank God for this difficult person in your life as they are prompting you to learn this valuable life skill. Step number 1, be prayerful. Look, I realize this may seem like a Christian cop-out, but you are going to need God's guidance and strength as you venture out into this new territory. Sit with God until you have finished emptying yourself of the thoughts and feelings that you've been struggling with. Then, when you have found comfort and security in Him, pray for His guidance. James 1:5 says that if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. You may even be surprised to hear that God has you there in that relationship for a reason. Step number 2, establish what you want. It's likely that up until this point you've given in to the opinions and expectations of others. It's time that you determine what you want. God created you to be very unique. And if you find it difficult having desires and preferences outside of the opinion of someone else, it may be time to get with a good Christian counselor who can help you work through some of the potential codependency issues. This is important because you will not be able to set boundaries until you are clear on your desires. And I'll give you a hint. Your desires should state what you want, not what you want someone else to do or stop doing. Step number 3, be direct and clear. I can't tell you how many people think they are setting boundaries when at best they are making weak suggestions. Many think that getting right to the point is rude and harsh, but the opposite is true. Beating around the bush and being wishy-washy in your expectations is not being kind, it's actually dishonoring. People do better with clearly defined expectations, even if they don't agree with them. Even Jesus was direct and clear in every one of His communications. Step number 4, have your consequences ready and use them. Boundaries without consequences are just a joke. If you told your sister-in-law that the next time she asks you to watch your niece at the last minute or you won't be able to help, and then you do it anyway, you've basically just erased the boundary line, literally having to start over. And this time it's worse because now she knows that she doesn't need to take your boundaries seriously. Step number 5, get support. Setting boundaries is not for the faint of heart. If you are tired of being trampled by difficult people, it's time you learned how. Joining a support group or asking a friend, a mentor, a counselor, or a coach for support as you embark upon this journey would be wise. In this way, you will receive the love and the support and the counsel that is needed to persevere and finish the race that God has carved out for you. And perhaps you are struggling with toxic people in your life. I want to invite you to grab a copy of my free Toxic People Survival Guide. But maybe you want even more than that. Maybe you really are struggling with toxic people in your life. Maybe it's your boss, a friend, or even a family member. Well, you're not alone. The truth is, we all have troublemakers in our lives. You know, those people who want to stir up strife and then seem to thrive on drama. Well, navigating through toxic relationships can be downright draining. I get it. It's tempting to want to straighten these people out. And while we can't stop toxic people, we can stop the toxicity from getting in us. Well, if you are ready to say goodbye to guilt and anger and hello to healthy boundaries, then I want to invite you to join my new course called The Christian's Guide to Dealing with Difficult People God's Way. In this course, you will learn the 5 types of toxic people, the difference between broken and toxic behavior, the 4 types of boundaries and which are best for you, how to overcome the fear of healthy confrontation, and most of all, you will learn the practical tools on how to interact with these people so you can grow in strength and get rid of the guilt. When avoiding this person isn't an option, God may use them to help you grow, and I would be honored to walk alongside of you through this journey. My friend, I believe that you can shift your suspicion that you can change this person to the biblical understanding of love. Will you let me help you? In the description section below, I will include a link that you can find out more information and put yourself on the wait list, and this way you will be alerted as soon as registration opens. So go ahead and check that out. But my friend, until next time, remember, all things are possible with God.